It's Madden NFL 23, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing with the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Off play action. Here's Corral. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Again, it's Corral. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Corral. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
not
and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Herbert now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Corral yet again going to throw it. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. First down. Here's Corral with it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And Corral will throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Third down, Corral. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down with Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw, Corral. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. This complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Again, Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Connection made to Ruckert. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Herbert. Once again, Ruckert. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Herbert back to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Corral with it on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Corral. He finds McCoy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And this one, a 15-point spread as they've reached halftime. Leonard Fournette, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on second down. Corral, he finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice touchdown.
That gain of 9 buys him a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. On third down, Corral. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, electric for mid, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This one swung out here to Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On first down, it's Corral. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Corral.
He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Going to do a bootleg. Here's Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the handoff, it's Akers.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On the give, this is Akers.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 6 yards away.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Herbert on first down now. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On the ground, it's Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Corral. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And here now come the Falcons.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
On first down, Justin Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And Jones has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack on first down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 23. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.